For the last decade, I've woke up at 4 a.m. to go to the gym before work, and every single person watching this video can adapt these same strategies if you're looking to make a change to your morning routine. I went from being a single guy fresh out of college, starting my professional life as a staff accountant, moving from my apartment to my first house, back into a condo before deciding to uproot my life completely, move to Texas, and start a career in sales. Fast forward to present day, many promotions later, living in North Carolina with my beautiful family, and these early morning workouts have been the one constant in my life that I truly believe has given me the structure and escape I've needed to progress through whatever season of life that I'm in. Ironically, the reason most people fail to win the morning is because they don't own the evening. It's the same principle I use in my work life. Never start behind. Have your clothes picked out, your pre-workout made up, your water filled, and anything else that would waste precious time in the morning. That way, when you wake up, your to-do list only has one item: execute. It will also take discipline to make sure that you get to bed at a decent time. You'll have to prioritize sleeping over scrolling, but I promise you'll receive a tremendous benefit from the former and nearly no benefit from the latter. If you just follow these few steps, nothing can stand in your way. Well, almost nothing. Guys, I really do not want to be awake right now. Griffin was hungry at like 2:40ish, so I fed him. Wasn't able to get back to bed, so here we are. But I know in like 2 hours, I'm gonna be really happy I got through this. Mornings like this, I really question not drinking any caffeine before my workout, but honestly, these reds, greens, and electrolytes really do help me wake up more naturally and feel better overall. Pre-workout meal of choice is gonna be a banana, a little bit of honey. Some days I'll even add a little extra salt. Of course, you guys know I load up on electrolytes, down water, just to try to prime my body to get ready for this. Oh gosh, feeling extra tight today. I know I've said this in many videos, but if you are a parent or if you have a lot of things going on in life, I would really recommend getting a home gym. It just makes this whole thing so much easier. See this thing right here, this distraction machine? I promise nobody's gonna be calling or texting you at this hour. You can leave it outside the gym. So warming up is probably gonna be the most important thing you can do for an early morning workout. I prefer to start with 5 minutes on this Rogue Echo bike. I love that I can warm up my upper and my lower body. If you don't have anything like this, you could walk on a treadmill. If you don't have any pieces of equipment, maybe just do some jumping jacks or do something to try to get your heart rate up a little bit and get your body moving. And after that, I do like to move into some dynamic stretching. I know this is a really easy part to skip, but after experiencing an injury, I do think this is the most important thing you can do for longevity. And I think there's a misconception that people think that others that go to the gym early to work out are super motivated. I'm really never motivated to come out here, especially after not getting much sleep, but I'm sure you've all heard it before. It's more about just the discipline, building it in like it's part of your workday and not giving yourself the option to skip out. And also for me, I never want to use my son as the excuse as to why I can't get in here and get the job done. I'd rather use him as the reason and set that example. And I know a lot of parents can probably relate with that. So one of my favorite books of all time is called Living with a SEAL. And I didn't know it at the time because they never named the Navy SEAL that the author hired to live with them, but it was David Goggins. And after I learned that, it made perfect sense. But one of the workouts they had talked about was called nickels and dimes. And what that is 5 pull-ups and 10 push-ups. And I don't do this every single workout, but when I have a morning like today where I need a little kickstart, I find this is a really great way to just get ready for the workout. So minimal rest, 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups. I'll do 4 or 5 rounds, and by the end of it, I'll be feeling more like myself. sweat sweat going, my heart rate is up, I'm starting to feel ready to move some real weight safely and effectively. And one of the things I love about working out is it doesn't have to feel good. That is not a prerequisite, and it really shouldn't in most cases. I would just encourage you to get started, because unfortunately, you're never going to be less tired, you're never going to have less responsibility from now until the rest of our working lives. We're just gonna pick up more and more, and if you don't make time for it now, you never will. Jinx this, but Griffin has been sleeping till at least 6, but I do hear someone coming through right now. Hey buddy, hey, you wanna eat? Yes, do the twirls, All right, you gotta do the twirls. All right, well, little Griffin did want to make an appearance. He wanted to make sure everyone saw him. You know, Griff, you're a lot cuter now than you are at 2 in the morning, but that's okay. We still love you. Let me get some coffee. First coffee of the day. I'm telling you guys, it's so incredible. Feels like I've been up forever, but we are going to enjoy it. So by about 7 a.m., I can enjoy my first cup of coffee and start getting to work, knowing I've got one of the hardest things I need to do already accomplished for the day. And one of the reasons I think it's such a good habit to implement now, regardless of where you're at in life, is because it will carry over long term. So when you start to have kids, or when you start to have more and more responsibility, there's a lot of things that can come up after 5 p.m. A lot of things you would rather be doing and that you would have to sacrifice. So I think for most people, it just makes more sense to try to complete their training session before everyone else gets their day started. But I would obviously love to hear your input as well. Let me know what you guys think, but thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. You could be doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That's pretty awesome. I look forward to talking to y'all next time.